Okay, everybody, today's class, I decided to make a video on menopause because there are plenty of perimenopausal, menopausal women out there. A lot of my clients are experiencing difficulty during this transition, and I'm here to tell you that it does not have to be a rough transition into menopause. I can guarantee you that. And I've also had tremendous success with my clients and this subject. Just to give you a little background, I always have to give the background. My name is Jeffrey Scott Myers. I'm the founder of Quantum Levels Healing Academy of Sciences. I'm a first-year doctorate student working on my PhD in quantum physics and integrative medicine. My background is in quantum physics, quantum mechanics, chemistry, evolutionary biology, biochemistry, philosophy, quantum biology, psychology, psychoneuroimmunology, epigenetics, psychoneuroendocrinology, neuroscience, consciousness, anatomy, physiology, nutrition, as well as all the laws that govern the universe. These are very important. Laws of thermodynamics, chaos theory, entropy, laws of conservation, Newton's laws of motion, as well as traditional Chinese medicine, chakras, meridian points, yin and yang, Mother Earth, Father Sky, as well as 23 years of personal training background. I like to give that out, that information, so people watching my videos know that I know what I'm talking about. Now, this is a very important subject because it affects a lot of women, and this is a very easy fix. Okay, don't make no mistake. This is very easy. And one thing also, too, is we have to understand is when a woman is perimenopausal or menopausal, this also affects not just her, but it also affects the husband, the partner, the mate, the family, what have you as well. So I find it's very important to educate the partner, the husband as well, to have a good understanding of what's going on, why this has happened, the biochemical changes. They need to know that too, because it allows for a smoother transition and it reduces tension and stress, which any type of stress and in these situations makes it a lot harder to heal and to get through the menopause smoothly. So the husband, the partner, needs to know what's going on. He needs to be just as educated as well, so he can help and he can know what's going on too. This can all be done very naturally, very easily. The brilliant medical model, all they'll do is put you on an antidepressant or replacement hormones. You know, women have been going through this for hundreds of thousands of years. How did they make it so far without any drugs? So, you know, there you go. There's many symptoms of menopause, just to name a few. Hot flashes, vaginal dryness, loss of sex drive, bladder issues, insomnia, mood swings, depression, anxiety, fatigue, night sweats, dry skin, irritability, and there's also many other conditions that branch off of this as well. Osteoporosis with the estrogen factor and the breakdown of bone tissue, polycystic ovarian syndrome, cysts growing out of control, cells dividing too quickly. That has a lot to do with estrogen and insulin. Thyroid issue, hyper or hypothyroidism goes hand in hand. Like I've always said, and everybody who's seen my videos knows, like I always say, as in physics, the body works as a unified field. Okay, there's no separate parts here, folks. Everything works as a system. So, you know, going through menopause is a major change in the body, but it doesn't have to be a rough one. Some of the areas that I work when it comes to this, that you want to work on, is for one, the bile system. The bile system is where estrogen and toxic estrogen breakdown products such as estrogen metabolites and catechol-estrogens are broken down. Bile salts, lecithin, pigments from vegetables, cholesterols, and fats are all part of the bile system and production naturally. Proper bowel elimination is extremely important. You can't be, during your menopausal period or perimenopausal, you can't be constipated, okay? Because this is where the bowels is where we eliminate estrogen and toxic estrogen breakdown products. So, you know, any type of constipation could raise a major problem. Any constipation Yeah, what you need to understand is estrogen is an extremely potent biomolecule in the body. It's an extremely important hormone. It's not to be taken lightly. It's in larger amounts, it's extremely toxic. And like I said, when a doctor wants to put you on hormone replacement, it's ridiculous because the body, okay, make no mistake, estrogen is in the body is in millions, is measured in millions of a gram, okay? It's in extremely tiny amounts. The medical model and their hormone replacement will flood the body with estrogen, and the body just wasn't equipped to take on that much estrogen like that. I'm talking millionth of a gram. The hormone system is extremely tightly regulated, and it's not one to be, you're not going to be better off for having some type of hormone replacement, because we could do this naturally, as the body is, you know, the body is finely designed to heal at every given moment, every second of every day. That's what it does, you know. That's why when you get a cut, it heals. You know, it's finely designed to heal. So we work on the bile system, get estrogen elimination and breakdown products processed properly. Adrenal glands. Once a woman goes into menopause, the ovaries stop producing estrogen, and now the adrenal glands take over. And if you have any type of adrenal fatigue issue, this could be a major problem. And the process is hampered by, as well, again, by toxic estrogen byproducts as well, as far as the adrenal glands go. Balancing hormones, or actually, one off kind of side note, one really important thing also is when dealing with perimenopausal or menopause, the microbiome, the gut bacteria plays an extremely important role in estrogen production and hormone balance as well. So, you know, that microbiome, like I said before, it's pretty important. We have about 100 trillion cells in our body, about 20 bacteria cells for every one of our cells. So with something that we have that much of, it's pretty important not to be overlooked. Balancing hormones. This is vital, because what happens is when not only do the ovaries stop producing the estrogen and the adrenal glands take over, the hormones become out of balance. Estrogen, progesterone, and pregnenolone, which is our youth and vitality hormones, become very out of balance, and this can cause a major problem, as well as DHT. So you want to make sure estrogen, progesterone, pregnenolone, and the DHT are properly balanced. That right there is a major reason for a lot of the symptoms that I went over earlier, as far as the estrogen goes, is getting those hormones in balance. Okay, you're not going to do it by the medical model, flooding you with toxic estrogen. Doesn't work that way. It's never worked that way. It's never going to work that way. So balancing hormones, extremely important. The mind, you know, the thoughts are everything. I can't express everything thought, like I've talked about in my last video. It's all about downward causation. We work from the top down, not from the bottom up, like the materialistic medical model will have you do. The mind, thoughts, and emotions play a major role in hormone balance, because first there's energy, and then it turns into a thought, and then it turns into a hormone reaction, and that hormone is like a lock and key, and it turns on the function of the cell. So the mind, thoughts, emotions play a major role in balancing hormones as well, which is, you know, whether it be a negative or positive signal to the cell, it still has, it's still is a major thing that we have to focus on. The plan of action for this, for menopause, perimenopausal women, the bile system, like I mentioned, to make sure that the bile is healthy. We do this by giving the body the raw materials it needs, like I mentioned earlier. Lecithin, bile salts, pigments, colorful vegetables, omega-3, 6 fatty acids, extremely important. And cholesterol. Major component of the bile system is cholesterol, And again, the biochemically ignorant medical model will tell you not to do cholesterol. Cholesterol is arguably the single most important biomolecule in the body. All hormones start from cholesterol. Cholesterol, pregnenolone, progesterone, then you got your steroid hormones, your water-based hormones, testosterone, estrogen. There's 50 hormones. They all start with cholesterol, okay? Every hormone starts with cholesterol. Cholesterol in every cell. Cholesterol is part of the cell membrane, so the cell membrane doesn't freeze. Cholesterol is extremely vital for all health, and you don't shut this down, or you have a major problem. They say if you want to ruin a society, put everybody on a statin drug, and there you go. So the bile system is very important. Adrenal glands, like I mentioned, keeping that stress down. When you're under a lot of stress, the adrenal glands burn through minerals at a high rate, which interferes with the aldosterone, which is our mineral balancing hormone. It's all about balance, guys. It's all about balance. Everything's about balance. All life is about balance. Aldosterone, like I said, keeping the stress down, keeping the cortisol under control and your stress hormones under control. Very important. Thyroid is also linked. Adrenal thyroid. Is also important. Like I said, the microbiome, fermented foods, healthy probiotics, fiber for a prebiotic, because the gut bacteria feeds on prebiotics like fiber, and that's what the gut. And if the gut bacteria doesn't have proper fiber, it starts to feed on the intestinal wall, hence dysbiosis, leaky gut, as well as probiotic produces butyric acid, which is a very important short-chain fatty acid that's produced by the microbiome as well. So we take care of the bile system, the adrenal glands, we balance the hormones, we get your mind straight, reduce any type of stress, work on the microbiome, the gut bacteria, and then of course we work on all the systems of the body. You know, I mean, inflammation, stomach acid, connective tissue, making sure you can absorb your vitamins and minerals, water-soluble, fat-soluble vitamins, blood sugar, lymphatic system. So basically the systems of the body as well, besides the main ones that I mentioned that actually have to do with estrogen. And then, you know, we work mind, body, soul, spirit, balancing the body, making sure the body's in homeostasis for proper health. That's the major thing. It's all about balance, especially balancing these hormones. I can't stress enough how important that is. And when everything is done properly, this could be done. Your symptoms can be gone in 1 week. Okay, 1 week. And then we build off of that. And you know, when you do everything you're supposed to do through what I do, you're going to have everything's going to improve. Your entire life will improve. So, there you go. If you're interested in more, and you're interested in working with me, and you're going through menopause or you're perimenopausal and you're having trouble, well, I'm here to tell you it could be a very smooth transition. It doesn't have to be rough, and you don't have to be experiencing all these symptoms that I read off earlier. And, you know, going to the doctor and the medical model and putting you on replacement hormone therapy is absolutely not going to help you. So, there we go. You can contact me at quantumlevelshealing.com. That's levels with an S, quantumlevelshealing.com. Send me a message. And like I said, every woman I've worked with that's going through this, 1 week. Imagine 1 week. It's like magic, okay? But it's really not like magic, because that's just how the body works. So again, quantumlevelshealing.com. And I hope to hear from you. Be looking out for my next video.